Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm trying to remember what day it was, and like yesterday, kind of, even though like everybody was home yesterday, I kind of ended up doing my own thing for the most part, because I did edit yesterday, so I was in my room, and then I was also watching like the sports games and stuff like that, and so I wasn't really, like out helping doing anything around anybody. It kind of felt like a Monday to me yesterday. I also feel like not a lot got done yesterday, like from everybody else, a whole ton, other than like my dad did finish taking down the last of the screws and nails from the drywall upstairs, so that we have a little bit more than a whole process kind of thing that we had to do. I told you guys on. Now we're planning on putting walls up in certain spots, and we're planning on doing some other stuff up there too. So it's a little bit more than just now we're doing the drywall. Told you guys how even though we got a quote for it, now we're doing things like out of order. We're like, wait, no, actually we want to put a wall up. Actually, no, maybe we should do the floors first. Like this whole big thing, and not before the drywall, but before the walls go up. And so it's snowballing into this big whole thing now that I feel like is kind of going to, just like I said, we did things out of order. We didn't do them in the order that I would have probably preferred them be done. But anyways, we're done with our parts as far as everything being taken out goes, except we didn't get the carpet taken out, which was the one thing that I wanted to get done tomorrow. We didn't end up doing that. But I'm assuming that we're not, because again too, we have to have the person that we were going to have do the drywall and come out and, like I said, re-quote us now for doing the floors and putting the wall up, and then doing the new walls that we're putting up, plus the drywall, plus all, like, it's just going to be a whole big thing. So we're, like I said, we're going to have to figure this out. But as of right now, we could probably take the carpet out next Saturday would be my plan, most likely. And then also too, we have to move the electric and all of that. So anyways though, again, and the window upstairs, the leaky window, is not been taken care of either, which is kind of, I think, a little bit, I don't want to say emergency, but it's like we don't want to obviously put up new insulation and drywall and all that stuff if we have a leaky window, which we didn't know about. And then when we took all the drywall down, realized that some of the wood underneath it was actually bad, and so the frame needs to be fixed as well on under the window. So like I said, you know, that comes with the territory, I guess, in doing the remodel. We knew that the window had been replaced, and so I'm honestly wondering, well, what I actually think happened was they replaced it, but they didn't properly seal the window like they're supposed to or whatever, and so it just was leaking over the years, and like I said, we never really ended up noticing it. So, like I said, that was a problem. And now that we found that out though, we need to get that window replaced, and we, you know, can do it, we can do it after the drywall, but, like I said, it's just, we have to get the wood part fixed on it. So, like the frame around the window done. So anyways though, we still have to take the carpet out. That didn't get done. We didn't get a whole ton done yesterday, but we did on Saturday, so I guess that was kind of okay. But so anyways though, I cleaned the bathroom today because originally we were supposed to be having somebody come over to fix, they said potentially, like it was just kind of more of a like a last minute kind of thing, not last minute, but just kind of like a, oh yeah, maybe Monday might work, or, you know, again, we'll play by ear kind of thing. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll clean the bathroom on Monday instead of on Tuesday if they're coming on Monday, and then they didn't end up coming. So I cleaned the bathroom today, which is good because I don't have to do it tomorrow, but I ended up doing that. And then I also did a bunch of dishes and laundry today. And that was also too because while I was cleaning the bathroom, I need to get the laundry out of the bathroom. So it's like this whole process this morning. I also ended up cooking that chicken that we got at Tony's, or my dad got at Tony's. I ended up cooking that, and I made that for dinner tonight along with that, because I told you guys too, when I made those potatoes for Easter, I had all of the ingredients left over, plus like extras, like the recipe for the like cheesy potatoes that my aunt makes normally for Easter. It only calls for like a eight ounces, I think, of Velveeta, which when you buy like in the bricks, I think that's like 32 ounces, which is like, so it's only a fourth of what you actually need in there. And so that, and then also too, it was half and half, and it only used a half of the half and half. So I had half of a half and half left. I had a 3/4 of Velveeta left. I had, I think it's butter, and then also like shredded cheese as well. So, and I have all of that. And the only thing I didn't have was the potatoes. So I got that at Meijer just so I could use up the last of what I had. And then we ended up doing nachos. My mom did nachos for dinner on Saturday and used the other half of the Velveeta. And like I said, I ended up using that for the cheesy potatoes on Sunday, and then again today. Well, like last Sunday for Easter, and then the other, you know, the other fourth of it today. So we ended up using up the whole thing of Velveeta creatively. And like I said too, the only thing I had to get extra was just the potatoes. And you know, like I said too, we ended up doing a creative like nacho bar kind of thing on Saturday for dinner. And also too, that was when I got those 15 avocados. I ended up making a bunch of guacamole on Saturday as well, which was also really awesome because that was a great way to use up a lot of avocados that I had, was to do a big thing of guacamole. So I ended up, I think I only used 5 of them though. I still have 10 left. But I love avocados, so I eat them a lot, in all kinds of different creative ways. But I did a good mix of like the black ones, and then I also picked some green ones so that they'll, you know, have them for an extended period of time. Obviously eat the more ripe ones first, and then wait on the green ones until later. But you know, so I picked those up and like I said, used some of them. So again too, it was just like a creative way to use up that stuff from dinner. So anyways, though, for tonight though, I did the cheesy potatoes with the chicken, and then I also cut up watermelon too, because I got that watermelon at Tony's as well. Or I got the I think last Tuesday or whatever it was, I got the little small personal sized watermelon at Jewel, which was almost the same size as the one at Tony's. I got the one at Jewel for 99 cents, and the one at Tony's was on sale, I think, for like $4 or something. So anyway, and it wasn't like that much bigger, and I was like, wow, like, you know, like I feel like the like watermelon, like unless they're like large watermelon, or I think they're called icebox watermelon or something like that, those ones are like the really gigantic ones. They're normally priced per pound a lot of times at the grocery stores, but then they have just regular like large watermelon, or like, you know, just watermelon, whatever. And those are normally like, can run, like I said, probably anywhere between, the cheapest I've seen lately is maybe about $3 to like probably about $7, something like that. But then like the personal size ones, again too, sometimes you can get them kind of cheap as well. But the thing is that the like large size like watermelon, those are almost starting to get to be the same size as the personal size watermelons. Like personal size, I think of more like cantaloupe kind of size, and then like the like regular size watermelon, I always see as kind of being like big watermelon. These ones lately that we've been getting, as far as like, you know, like again at Tony's, Caputo's, but you know, back when it was Valley Produce, and you know, like Aldi, that kind of stuff, they seem like they're getting smaller, like, and they're getting closer to that personal size watermelon size. So I don't know, we got a lot of watermelon out of just the personal size watermelon, like enough that like, you know, we didn't finish all of it tonight, but we'll still have like leftovers throughout the week to be able to have some of it, and then I'll cut the other one up once we finish up that. But like I said, it's just kind of weird. They seem like they're like shrinking. I don't know. You can't really say it's like shrinkflation on watermelon, but it can be if they pick them when they're small, and then basically just keep charging the same price for them. But like I said, now the personal size ones almost seem like they're getting bigger, and the other ones are getting smaller. I don't know, but they're charging like the same price for them. So anyways, but I ended up, so I did that for dinner, and then with because I did a whole frying chicken, and I ended up saving the like leftovers, the non-meat parts, all of the like carcass from it, and I'm going to cook that down tomorrow and make bone broth for chicken noodle soup. But we're not, normally Tuesdays are my parents' date night, so that's why I was like, oh, it'll work out fine. We're actually going to Matthew's school. They have like this like competition kind of thing that they do at their fraternity. I think it's today, possibly, I think, Tuesday and Saturday. It depends on how far they go. So like I said, we're probably be gone those nights as well, that I just realized. So we won't be here tomorrow. And again too, I wasn't planning on anything anyway, because I was like, oh yeah, it's like Tuesday for my parents' date night. So then on like I said, tomorrow though we'll be gone anyway, so we won't be doing that. But tomorrow during the day I can cook that down and make the, like I said, the bone broth soup out of it. And then actually just have the broth left over, and then be able to make it into like chicken noodle soup then, and just like simply make it. It's really just kind of heated up by that point for chicken noodle soup on what's it called, on Wednesday. And all I have to do is just basically add the noodles at that point, and like the vegetables and stuff like that, and then just cook it in the slow cooker and make sure everything's nice and warmed up and all of that. So that's awesome. That's, like I said, I'm going to save all that, and we're going to end up doing that. But tomorrow I'm going to make the broth part of it, most likely. Because a lot of times I will try and do it in the same day, and it's just kind of tough. Like, I'd rather make the broth on one day and then do the chicken noodle soup the next day. Weather-wise, guys, tomorrow actually is not supposed to like rain or anything like that, which is going to be nice, because like the competition thing that Matthew has going on is outdoors. So last year when they had it, they only did two rounds, and the first day was raining. It was really like nasty out. The second time that they had it, which, like I said, I think was on that Saturday, was sunny and hot out. I remember that was like one of the first days that it was really hot out. Like, we had that this last week, and now like versus like last year, it was like that weekend, I remember. And we went to Meijer afterwards. I think my mom had just started working, and so she was working nights, and so she wasn't wasn't able to go on Saturday to that one. But like I said, it was like a completely like night and day difference. It was like cold and wet and rainy outside, that first one, and then the next one was like sunny, hot. I remember I got like sunburned because I wasn't even thinking to bring sunscreen because it was still so early, and I was like, just a couple days ago it was like freezing cold. Well, we have kind of the same thing. I told you guys how it's been blazing hot. We've had the windows open. We've been toying with the idea of turning the air conditioning on because of how hot it's been. Now it actually got cold enough. We were under a flash freeze warning because of how cold it was supposed to drop from like Saturday into Sunday, and then it's supposed to snow today. I don't know if it ever ended up snowing today. All I know is it was very cloudy out, and it is very cold. But tomorrow actually is supposed to be semi-nice. Like, it's going to be, I think, in the 60s. And I told you guys too, I was like, oh well, it's supposed to like get cold at the beginning of the week, and then it's supposed to warm up. I don't think it's actually going to warm up that much. Originally what I saw was it was going to be like back in the 70s. It looks like tomorrow is supposed to be really the only nice day. Then it's supposed to like rain the next 2 or 3 days, or like kind of on and off. So again too, we might get stuck where I think I looked and Thursday and Saturday is supposed to be raining. So it was kind of like, you know, similar to last year's and going, and like I said, being stuck out in the rain. So we'll see. At least tomorrow, like I said, it's possibly supposed to be a little bit nicer. But again, this weekend and later in the week too, looks like it's supposed to be all kind of cooler and rainy out, which is really gross and nasty. But anyways, though, that was what I was up to today. Like I said, I was in the kitchen a lot today, and also cleaning and doing some other stuff, but I didn't really get to editing or uploading today. But I did yesterday, which again, I normally don't do anything over the weekend, so the fact that I did yesterday, even though I didn't today, isn't like a huge, you know, like I'm not like falling behind or anything like that, because at least I did that. And like I said, whereas I normally don't. So you know, like I said, I could have probably gotten to some of that today, but I didn't. And I was kind of honestly too feeling a little sore from like cleaning in the shower. Funny enough though, because like yesterday my neck was hurting a ton from, I think, pulling all the nails and like the drywall nails out from upstairs. So my neck was like hurting so bad yesterday. I actually had a heating pad, which I like never use, and so I had that out though because my neck was hurting. And I was like icy hot, like you know, taking like Tylenol because I just did not feel good at all. And then today though, I was like, oh, I feel okay. And then cleaning the shower, I actually felt okay, but it feels like my back like is hurting more than like my neck is. So on on Saturday night, I think it was, like into Sunday, I woke up a couple times because I was like, I don't know why, I was laying in like some really weird spot with like where my head was, and I woke up because I think I was uncomfortable the way I was laying, and so I think that could have also been why too, or my neck was just already hurting, and so the way I was laying was like making it worse. I don't know, but either way, I felt better today, but I just, like I said, I was still much better than yesterday, but like, and I'm surprised too, like cleaning the shower didn't really seem like it bothered me too much. I also didn't want to like overdo it too much today either too, because like I said, I know I wasn't, like it was hurting me yesterday. So either way though, at least all this stuff got done for today that I, again, kind of had planned on getting done. I even wrote out my meal plan for this week as well, so hopefully I can stick to that. But like I said, that was all really good. You know, like we got that $4 chicken or whatever it was, the whole chicken, and it's gonna go to making 2 meals, and we'll probably have leftovers from the soup. And I'm thinking about possibly even freezing the leftover soup, and then just, if I have too much of it, and then end up using it in like the future for like another like chicken noodle soup dinner. Although I do have, like, I think I have chicken frozen for chicken noodle soup, so if I can just save like the bone broth separately for that, and then add it to the, because normally I'll just use like a carton of broth, but if I have extras that I can freeze, I might actually consider doing that instead. But because I see all that kind of stuff on like Pinterest all the time, where it's like, oh, you can just freeze the soup broth like afterwards, like in the little like ice trays and stuff like that. So I don't know, I might think about possibly doing that. We'll see. Anyways though, guys, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.